Chapter 12. The Fallen and the Sleeping Beauty. Outside time. Location, Department of Progressions, Heaven's Realm, Third Dimension. Enoch slumped into his chair, waiting for the beloved's perspective to take effect. He sighed. He still felt a little longing. The beloved entered the room. A rush of warm light filled the space. He bent down to stare into Enoch's eyes. He smiled at the human's slumping shoulders. "So, Enoch, I see that you have learned the first principle." "Yes, my lord," said Enoch as he stood upright. Somehow the understanding he saw in the beloved ging away. "The first principle is, every act of obedience brings peace." "Good." The beloved nodded his approval. "Master that, and you are already one step closer to visiting the seventh dimension." Enoch brightened visibly at that news. "Did they tell you the second principle?" asked the beloved. Enoch looked blank. "Without faith, you cannot enter God's rest, Enoch. That is how you came to be in Heaven's realm ahead of schedule." "You mean you knew I was coming all along and let me enter in advance?" asked Enoch. "In a manner of speaking, yes. We knew it was possible and extremely likely, but you make the decision to obey," said the beloved. "You passed the test back in the Garden of God. Remember, you resisted eating from the fruit of the tree of life without permission, even though you thought no one was watching. You obeyed not knowing the outcome. That is faith." "Of course I remember. How could I forget?" said Enoch dreamily. "When you passed that test, you confirmed your path. After that decision, we observed all of your derivatives from that point. They all led to you coming here. So we knew we could allow you to come to Heaven's realm in advance," explained the beloved. "In advance of what?" asked Enoch. "If I came in advance, will there be others who qualify?" The beloved smiled and put a hand up. "That's a topic for another time." More light flowed from him. Enoch forgot all about the problems on Adama and even the question he wanted to ask next. He was very relaxed now. Enoch smiled, enjoying the waves of radiant light flowing from the beloved. The light made him want to laugh. He giggled. "Enoch, do you trust me?" "Yes, Lord," said Enoch, laughing even harder. "The one mind is working, always bringing the will of the Ancient One to pass. There is no need to worry," said the beloved. "Oh, I see," said Enoch with a big smile. He spun around in his chair. "I really love this chair." Spun around and around, doing multiple rotations. "Yes, Enoch," said the beloved, laughing at heaven's latest little addition. He stopped the spinning chair with his foot. "Now, let's begin," he said as he touched the pane. I-1704 came to life. "I want to show you something." Is that Nema?" Enoch sat up and leaned towards the panel. His eyes grew large. He pointed towards the scene and almost toppled his chair in the process. "What happened? What are those things around her? Why?" "Slow down, Enoch," said the beloved patiently. "Those things are fallen ones." "Oh, for truth, Now Enoch shook his head. In Heaven's realm, his frightening encounter with the creatures who attacked him in Avonland Forest seemed a distant memory. The fear they invoked there was laughable now. Their gross features were so pathetic and miserable, he almost felt sorry for them. But then he remembered their cruel words, the vicious blows from the pain illuminated before him. The beloved put his hand on Enoch's shoulder, calming him. "There is no fear here. They cannot harm you now." "But what are they?" asked Enoch. "They are creatures under the control of the Fallen One," answered the beloved. "You mean they are watchers?" Enoch exclaimed. "No," said the beloved. "These are not of the 200 rebellious B'nai Elohim you rebuked in my name at El Tavah. Those betrayers still remain in the Seti of Nod, causing much distortion among the sons of Adam. These lesser beings," said the beloved, enlarging the view on I-1704 with a wind, "were creatures under the control of Satan and his furious ones on Adama in ages past, whose fate is now eternally sealed with theirs. They are fallen and bound to the soil of Adama. Others are furious ones of low rank who Satan restrains to the soil to control them." The images projected were Enoch could see every detail on their distorted features as they swarmed around the stone table on which Nema laid. She was completely unaware of their ghastly presence. Enoch recoiled again. The beloved enlarged the scope with another swipe. Enoch watched as the B'nai Elohim Captain Simjaza and Azazel filed into the room and stood over Naaman's still figure. When they entered, the lesser shrank back into the corners. "What about them?" asked Enoch, pointing to the rebellious watchers. "Are they bound to Adama too?" "Not yet. One day they will be cast down. As of now, some of these Star Lords with the rank of power may still roam as far as the second dimension until their appeal is heard. But no higher," replied the beloved. He snapped his fingers. "Listen." Enoch could hear Azazel talking. "Well, where is it?" asked Azazel. "Do you have it yet? We are running out of time, and you know how—" "Don't worry, the garment is within our reach. I sent Tubal-Cain. He is motivated and will secure it for us." "Brilliant. I will begin the preparations for the ritual to bring her back." "But Naamah is dead," Enoch interrupted. "What do they mean, bring her back?" "For truth, even now the Sabasi are preparing her rite of passing." "Enoch, I am the light of life," diminishing the sound from I-1704 with another snap of his finger. "A spark of my light remains in that one." "She looks very dead," said Enoch as he peered at Naamah closely. "The girl is not dead yet, merely sleeping," said the beloved. "We shall allow her progression to continue for now. I wish gracious to her." Methuselah's time. Location, Plains of Avonland, Adama. First dimension. "Naamah's dead, Tubal-Cain. What is there to celebrate?" said Tafara, placing a hand on her hip. "And what would you be looking for all alone? Where are your men? What sort of trap is this?" she demanded. Before he could answer, Methuselah stepped out from the bushes, dropped low, and grabbed Tubal-Cain from behind. He wrapped his arm around his neck and squeezed. "Oh," said Tubal-Cain, "I am alone and without malice." "Hold him tight, Methuselah," said Tafara as she circled around the clearing for signs of others. After a few moments, she appeared again. "All clear. You can release him." "Talk," said Methuselah firmly. Tubal-Cain gasped for breath and massaged his throat and now sluggish legs. The Elden Rod was starting to work its way up his limbs. "But if you be telling lies," said Tafara, pointing towards the trees, "up you go. And I have plenty more Elden Rod where that came from." "Be at peace," said Tubal-Cain. "'Tis true our tribes have had our differences in the past." Methuselah raised an eyebrow. "I would call betraying the bearer of the seed to form an alliance with the Watchers more than a little different." "Yes, well," he nodded. "Your father and I don't see eye to eye, but it is Mother Eve's guidance I seek, for Naamah's sake. If it was not life or death, I would not trouble the sons of Seth." "Life or death?" asked Tafara. "Cannot your precious Watchers aid you? I thought they could heal and had the power of the Ancient One flowing through their veins." Tubal-Cain pressed his lips together and paused before answering. He looked Tafara up and down. "Yes, well, they do. That is, they can heal, but more serious injuries like Naamah's require." "Require what?" asked Tafara. "What are you staring at?" Methuselah observed quietly. His father Enoch taught him you could learn a lot more by listening than speaking. He leaned forward and almost doubled over. The burning in the pit of his belly was back again. "Well," said Tafara, "I am waiting, or are you going to tell me it is my beauty that has you dumbfounded?" Methuselah grinned. He almost forgot about the burning. Tafara was beautiful in a wild sort of way, but fear, not beauty, was the emotion she inspired from most sons of Adam. Surprisingly, Tubal-Cain did seem a little preoccupied with her appearance. "Oh, yes, well, I just noticed, that is, your garment. Is that fashion of Mother Eve's garment?" asked Tubal-Cain. Tafara lowered her head. Tears filled her eyes as she remembered the news they bore for the sons of Cain. She looked away. Methuselah spoke up, knowing Tafara would rather die than let anyone see her cry. "Tubal-Cain, Mother Eve has passed to the land of shadows. She is no more. We were on our way to the Seti of Nod to share the news of her passing in case the sons of Cain wanted to send a delegation to honor our great Mother Eve." Tubal-Cain's countenance went from shock to confusion to joy and then to a forced sadness in a matter of moments. "He almost looks as if he's glad great Mother passed." Methuselah ignored the burning in the pit of his stomach. "Well, Tubal-Cain, I can see you are as grieved as we are. If you like, we can escort you back to the Seti of Nod, since the Elden Rod has rendered your legs useless," offered Methuselah. Tubal-Cain stammered, yes, that would be most... He grabbed Methuselah's hand and tried to pull himself up. He soon faltered. Tafara caught him, breaking his fall. She and Methuselah managed to hoist Tubal-Cain between them and bear his weight evenly on their shoulders. Tafara grunted, "For truth, you be heavier than a wild beastie." Methuselah stifled a laugh. Tubal-Cain remained silent. "Ho, ho, what is this I see? Could this be humility?" Tafara taunted. "And from a son of Cain, no doubt?" Tubal-Cain grimaced and spoke softly. "By Adama, I should not have set out in such haste. There is not much I can say for myself. 'Tis my own fault in getting into your trap. I just hope it is not too late to help Nema." Tafara squinted at the most revered trekker in the Seti of Nod. Methuselah raised an eyebrow, but decided silence was best. "So tell me, Tubal-Cain," said Tafara, "what exactly are you looking for that could help Nema now?" "Jack to the Seti of Nod, and I will explain all," said Tubal-Cain.